Family, what it do? It's your girl Toot, and I am back, Jack. Shout out to the squad, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank you so much for coming back and tuning in. Guess what, man? It's day 2 of Reactmas. Yes, I'm going to be reacting for 25 days non-stop. Every single day, I'm going to come on here and we're going to react to something. You know what I mean? Your Uncle Fi. I'm going to react to it. It don't matter to me what we react to. You feel me? This is going to all be the subscriber choices. And this is the one that's really hot on the docket. Now, this is Cindy and King. Now, you guys know that I reacted to Cindy. Cindy had a dope-ass series. You feel me? It was interesting. Now, let me give you guys a little 411 before we get into it. Now, Cindy had an ex-girlfriend. Yes, she did. She had a whole girlfriend who kind of looked like a man. But she was real brolic. You did? And Cindy and her had been together for mad long. I'm talking about Nique had pretty much got raised by Shawty. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So they were a family. Now, somewhere down the line, she started getting real foul. Now, let me tell y'all about this part because it got real crazy. So anyway, Cindy had a friend, you feel me, who started to fuck off on her wife, her girl. You dig? They start to fucking. I'm talking about it was crazy. She was knocking Shawty down in the baby's bed. You know what I mean? Or whatever, had and chewed Shawty up. Had, you know what I'm saying, this boy bed looking like a crime scene. You feel me? Spiderweb looked like he had got his sorted suit in the web. Cause she hadn't goddamn ate Shawty out and Shawty was on, you know what I mean? You know, it was that ministrating munch she had got into. So Cindy kind of caught him. You dig? It got crazy as hell. Cindy had caught him again up in the bed, came in the house, caught him again. You feel me? And then shit got real fucked up. So they had broke up. Cindy, the ex-girlfriend, took the house. It was crazy. Then the fuck, did y'all see it? Man, I'm sorry, Shawty. Like, did y'all see that shit? If you missed it, I reacted to it. Right on Toot Reacts. Go and catch up. It was I was tuned the fuck in. But yeah, got all of that. Now, I say all of that to say this. Now, when that happened, I was very interested to see that the family still kind of dealt with Shawty a little bit. You know what I mean? It wasn't like it was family, but, you know, Nique would still talk to her, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and blah, this and that. So now, fast forward. And, you know, she ain't dealing with Shawty at all. So King, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, on Thanksgiving or whatever the case may be, had took Kaiser over to her's house. And I mean a stud. Took him over to the stud's house. And the stud then uploaded the video. And Cindy was like, I know you fucking lying. You feel me? Dead ass. So, I'm telling y'all, if y'all missed that series, my nigga, you gotta go watch it. Oh, it's good as hell. And she know how to tell a story. Nigga, I was tuned in, we all was. You feel me? Cornelia. Oh man, I'm finna cut your ass out in a minute. I gotta wait till after this video because it's gonna be a long cuss out. But anyway, yeah, so that's where we at. So now because of that, they exchange words. And that's just where we are. So here we go, y'all. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Welcome to Cindy's Chronicles. Boom. Haha. What is up, my angels?
She said boom. Haha.
I just ran 3 flights of stairs and I'm out of breath. Okay. Thank y'all so much for tuning in today. Happy Thanksgiving. If you are new to my channel, make sure you leave me a comment so I can welcome you to my channel. Also, if you are my loyal subscriber, welcome back. Anyway, guys, it's Thanksgiving. Yo, I had a hard time. I'll tell you all about that later because I got to hit the road. But for right now, I am at my daughter's house this morning dropping her off some cornbread dressing that I stayed up literally all night long to make. And I'll keep y'all, I'm going to tell y'all all about that too when I get in the car. But I got here and look at the Christmas tree.
I'm not gonna lie, that is a beautiful tree. And I love the music notes. Oh, that's a beautiful tree. You feel me? I think I did real good on my tree too. Y'all gonna see it with day 3 of the vlog and stuff, you'll see my tree. But I think I did a really good job. We did a really good job this year on the tree. Because usually it used to just be plain. This time I try to put a little feet in it. You feel me?
I'm just too sad that she put the Christmas tree up without me. Like, who does that?
She do.
5 seconds. You packaged it so good last year, Daddy.
I know, so you should have.
Honestly, it took like 2 seconds. Like all the ornaments was together. It felt like I had like 12 ornaments.
Man, we still got a hype train going on.
Y'all
With a minute left.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Woo!
Today. We're great.
Well, I didn't. Oh, so let me tell y'all. She's saying she felt better. She feel better. I feel better today. Yesterday was really hard for me. The day before was really hard for me. And again, I'm gonna get to that when we get in the car. But yeah. So last minute, literally at 12, after 12, like
supposed to be in Lafayette, right? Like Charles.
we're supposed to be in Louisiana right now. 11:30 last night. PM, guys. My daughter, I started feeling better some type of way, and she was like, she's gonna cook. I said, well, I'm going to get some cornbread dressing. Got up, ran to the grocery store. Thank God didn't close until 12 a.m. How was that 12 a.m. or 11? Something like, yeah, 12 a.m. Got all the ingredients. Oh, thank God we only had to go to one store. Wait, 2 stores. Anyway, they had everything I needed. Make this cornbread dressing, stayed up all night making it. And yeah.
Come
So
on, let's get to the meat and the
Stay with
potatoes.
me and tell y'all what's going on. In the meantime, in between time, let me give my daughter a kiss because I gotta hit the road.
Okay.
I got turn my camera on just in case Nique's house on fire.
I rebuke that in there.
I rebuke that in the name of Jesus too.
Made me feel like I'm in the house.
All right, guys. So a briefing.
Hold on, time. That's her new dread. Hey, shawty in the sweatsuit. You know, I've been away from the sweaty car. Is that her new? That's her new toss up. Hey, tell me right now. You said go to 11 minutes. I love when you be knowing what's going on. Go to 11 minutes. See, this is what I'm talking about. I fucks with y'all. Yeah, let's get to the meat and the potatoes. We ain't got time to fuck around. Shit. Good. And if you want to see her video in its entirely, go on over there to Cindy Chronicles. Yes. Let me go on get on here. 11 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, let's get it. I need to get the scoop. Let's go.
Nice. All right, guys. Thank you. What is up, guys? I hope everyone had an amazing Thanksgiving. I did want to record like the full day. I had an amazing day yesterday. We were playing cards. We were shooting dice. I was just having a good time, y'all. And I'm not sure exactly where I left off at. Headed to Louisiana. But all I know is that I was in a better space than I had been in the last few days. And I could not end this video without telling y'all how my night ended. So, surprisingly, while I was sitting at the table having a good game of spades, laughing and talking with my friends, my family, I get a phone call. And it's somebody telling me to send me a video of my grandson and my ex.
We finna react to all of those videos, pretty. What I'm doing is I'm going into order of how everything panned out. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't on here yesterday or whatever. So we going in order. So we gonna get into that video too.
Now let me tell y'all something. I have been very open with everyone about how I feel about my ex, about everything that's going on. And don't get it twisted. For the people who don't know, me and my ex were very, very, very involved in my grandson's life. Very involved. And because we were so involved, us splitting up caused a lot of trauma to him. He went from seeing her pretty much every day to her abandoning my family. She didn't just abandon. She cheated, she betrayed, and she did a lot of bad things. Like,
no. Shawty went, listen. You know, you were with somebody, I get it. You did dirty. I've seen it. We've seen a lot of situations. But you don't eat, ministrate much in your grandson's bed when your wife is across the hall. And then you had them put the panties, the drawers, had them whip behind the bed and shit. And you don't even understand. You looking like Jeffrey Dahmer in the face and shit. No, man. And this is going to be tomorrow's topic for Breakfast and Bud. You don't know what you'll get it. But that's crazy, shawty. Crazy.
She literally went to the court and put a restraining order on me.
Facts.
Not because we were still fighting. We had been split up 6 months, and we had literally had one fight in 18 years, and that one fight was when I caught her cheating. Literally caught her in the bed with somebody who was supposed to be my friend. Okay, so
Tricky Trina.
I think that calls for a fight. Anyway, she used that information and put a restraining order on me and had me immediately evicted out of the home that we shared together. The home that we both spent money on. The home that we raised our children, my children in. When this happened, I had to evacuate immediately with the clothes on my back. Now, mind you guys, when we moved into this house and I got rid of my old house, I told my ex, I said, I don't want to, because I didn't believe in gay marriage, I don't want to leave my home unless I know for sure that my kids will always have a home to come home to, always have a place to live. My ex told me, you can donate your portion of the home to the person that you're living with, so that person will own the property. Well, for her to let me know how serious she was about, my children always having a place to live, she donated her portion of the house to me. Okay? And I knew that my children would always, no matter what happened between me and her, my kids will always have a home. That's the home we raised our kids in. Which were pretty much her kids because, again, we raised them since my youngest was 4 years old. My kids were all little kids. My kids' daddy was not involved in their life, so she was my kids' parent. Now, once all of this happened, she went down and got a restraining order, filed to revoke the donation under the terms that I was beating her, so she lied. The one thing that I was worried about, she took from me. Guys, you cannot trust nobody. You just cannot trust people, okay? And not only did she do that, when she did that, then she turned around and came home. My son had absolutely nothing to do with this. My children has always loved her. My children damn near picked her over me. Like, they loved her. They adored her. She was literally their parent. But she wanted this trick who wanted my life so bad.
Tricky Trina.
The one she cheated on with me within my home. She wanted this girl in my house so bad that she put my son out. And she didn't just put him out. My son is 6'5", 6'4" and a half, 260 pounds with tattoos in his face. He's a big teddy bear. But here's the thing. She called the police to have him removed, even though the police told her she couldn't do that because technically it was still my house and she had a restraining order on me and not my son.
Tricky Trina had to have honey baked ham coochie. Hear me out. You are eating. It's no way you should have been down there in that man bed, in that little boy bed. You know it's real when you eating box on Spider-Man. Shot it like you wanted that box. You did whatever you had to do to eat the box. And then it's like you didn't give a fuck about shit. Then you kicking the kids out like you didn't raise them. Yeah, I don't know what Shawty got. Shawty got something different. Because then you evict this lady, let the girl move in. Oh, it was a hell of a series. Y'all gotta watch that shit. Ooh.
That could have caused my son to be hurt. If that police was not understanding, that police could have did anything. Y'all know people call the police and sometimes it turn real bad and people get hurt. She didn't have a conscience. She did that to my son who did nothing to her. When we got to court, she got in court and put my grandbaby's recording of him cussing on the stand to prove that I was unfit or whatever she was trying to prove. I don't know, because what did that prove? Kids curse all the time. Okay, not saying that it's right, but what I'm saying is, what was her purpose of doing that? Everything a person can do to betray your trust, she did it. And I'm still fighting for my life. So when I told you guys that I was sad on this holiday, and I'm sad every holiday, it takes me every single holiday, I cry about 5 days before the holiday. Because every holiday, my family and my friends always met up at my home. I cook. I cater to people. I host. That's what I love doing. So now that my children were calling me on this holiday saying, well, Mama, what we doing? What we doing? And I have to figure out my new life. That is really emotional. I don't know if anybody has ever went through that before, but that is really emotional.
So what the new dude, shout it, the new one ain't, the new one ain't giving you new memories, Sydney? Shit, the fuck? Cause, or is she talking about the aspect of the house? She miss her house. You feel me? Is that what she's saying? Help me, y'all. Cause what the fuck? Cause I don't know. I don't feel like chopped liver if I'm the new one. I'm like, shit, what the fuck you mean you still sad, girl? I'm knocking it down.
Okay? So, to get a phone call and say,
oh, it's the house, okay.
On the internet with my grandbaby, knowing the emotions, knowing the anxiety he went through, seeing her every day, then not seeing her at all, the nights that he stayed up asking for her, asking what happened, will he ever see her again, will he ever, everything that he went through emotionally. I don't think it was the time for this to happen. And this happened at the hands of his dad. His dad comes in town and he feels like, oh, this is my son. I can do whatever I want to do.
Serena, that's what I was getting at. See, I was trying to be like a little correct. Because I wouldn't want that home no more. Because every time I go in Kaiser room, I get mad all over again. I wouldn't want that bitch no more. You feel me? Burn that hoe down to the ground. Because you can't really pinpoint where else they was at. This is where they got caught at. You feel me? They might have been all around that house. I don't want that house. Shit, fuck that house.
Dip in your business and go put him in another bad situation. Now, what's going to happen? We have a restraining order against us, right? We're not allowed to talk to each other. No contact. What happens now when he comes home and now he wants to see her again? What happens now when he comes home and he has more questions? What happens when the person who I can't trust, the person who has did everything in the world to betray me, what happens when she decides to ask my grandson a question that she's not supposed to know? He's 7 years old. He don't know what's going on. All I tell him when he asks me stuff, I say, baby, that old person we used to know, that person, she didn't physically pass away, but the person we used to know died. And I don't have all the answers right now, but she still loves you and she's still a good person. I always speak good. I don't never speak bad about nobody to my grandson, because he's going to grow up one day and he need to make his own decision. But for his dad to do that, to come in town, in the country, has not seen my grandson in a long time, but decided to come in his first day in town. He decides to, hold on y'all, I'm in the country, so y'all know bugs are like everywhere. Anyway, that made me really sad. That kind of almost blew up my night. But I prayed about it. And let me tell you, every person that dig a ditch, they will fall in one themselves. So the old people always told me, if you dig a ditch, make sure you dig two, because you're going to fall in the one on side of it. That person who took my grandson over there knew this would be traumatic for my family. But they still did it. And they thought it was funny. Okay. Anyway, so that's how my Thanksgiving ended. And I am ready to talk now. I am ready to bring this stuff back to life, because guess what? It is not over. I'm still dealing with it every day. If I have to cry in private, why not get on here and talk about it to my followers? And since my ex, see, here's the thing, another thing, guys, what everybody don't see. If my ex really wanted to see my grandbaby, she was that happy to see him, she would have saw him, hugged him, you know, enjoyed his energy. She wouldn't have took her first opportunity to post it on the internet. That was spiteful.
Facts.
That was done with intentions, malicious intentions. She must have been high. Anyway.
Yeah, man, this was a good ass series, the Cindy Chronicles. Now, I know somebody said they wanted some backstory, and I did it earlier, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. I told you the whole rundown. Pretty much, she was in a relationship with a female, okay? The female ended up, like, sleeping with a friend of hers or whatever. They was fucking all around her house. I mean, it got to the point where she caught them, you know what I'm saying, in the grandson's bed on the Spider-Man sheets. And I guess when she was giving her some top, she didn't know that she was eating Ministrate Munch. I'm trying to be very politically correct on here. So anyway, you know what I'm saying, the next day, she goes in there to clean up the grandson's room, and she see that it's a crime scene. So she like, what the hell? Go behind the bed, find her Tricky Trina. That was the friend. Find Tricky Trina's drawers. You know what I'm saying? And some more shit. You feel me? So that's why she's pissed off. She like, my grandson shouldn't be nowhere near that bitch. And I'm just saying. We gonna talk about this more in detail as far as like on the Breakfast of Bud show, but this was some crazy ass shit.
So yeah, guys, y'all could go ahead and get ready for me to start talking now. I might make my vlogmas dedicated just to talking about everybody and their secrets. Would that make me feel better? I don't know. But anyway, so we went to Baton Rouge. I do have to go back to Baton Rouge and pick up my son, because I left him there and I just came to the country with Ishis and her mom. And, you know, we had a good time. Y'all, if y'all don't believe me, like the country, look. I was outside sitting on the porch. Hello. Thank you. Country. Y'all up.
That is fucked up to be with somebody for all of that time, and it just like didn't get that ugly. You feel me? It gets that ugly because it got ugly. Now I'm talking about, not only did she catch him with the Spider-Man bed, she went to the house, to Shawty, Tricky Trina's house, and some more shit. Now Tricky Trina and her ex was in there so high, that they didn't even know that she had been snuck up in the house. So she done walked up in the house and she's standing over them. You know what I'm saying? If she had really lost her shit, you know what I mean? She could have really just went first 48. You feel me? Caught them again. You know what I mean? It was, man, y'all gotta go watch it. Cindy Chronicles. Hey, that was man, that shit was so good.
Literally, like, just out here sucking up all the peace. Hold on one second, guys. My daughter's calling.
Oh, she loves
all right, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and post this video, but I do have more to come, because I already know that people probably about to make a video and make a big thing out of this, and hopefully they don't, because I'm so fed up and I think I'm so angry that I don't even want to hold back no more. Like, people just really playing with me. They playing on my top. They playing with my feelings. And it's like, nobody understands. I mean, nobody really have to care, but anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to start another video with me being in Louisiana, so you guys can see. I'm having a good time, y'all. Look.
When I tell you the whole family would have just did a whole family beat down on Shawty. For real. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, I understand that it got to be different virtues. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Because this would be the same as if, say, for instance, this was mama and daddy. You know, no matter how trifling daddy is, they always say that the kids' relationships, the grandkids' relationships should be different. You know what I'm saying? She might have been a fucked up stud girlfriend, but that don't mean that she's a fucked up stud grand. You know what I'm trying to say. So it's one of those type of situations to where, like, if you're my child and you didn't find out that all of that had happened, and you still want to talk to that motherfucker, I don't care if it's your daddy or not, you out the wheel. I will not, and I quote, I would not, you feel what I mean? Take care of your crazy ass. Shit.
If you from down south, then you understand coming to the country, chilling, hanging out with family, eating a bunch of food, like, it's priceless.
Fuck that.
I'm in my storage, guys, and just grabbing a few things. It's just, I don't know, just being in here makes me really sad.
Nah, that would make me sad too. I wish she wouldn't have put that part on. Because you had a home to where you had a place where everything goes. Now you're just limited to coming and picking and choosing what you can bring out of storage while that motherfucker's over there in the house that you spent damn near decades in. Now that type of shit right there is another reason why my kids better not never talk to this motherfucker ever again in my life. You see, I'm just saying, it's something different. You feel me? Because, like, I don't understand it. Now this is one thing that kind of had me a little confused, though. She said she didn't believe in gay marriage. This is exactly why you should. Exactly why you should. Having that little paper trail would have did you a lot of good in this type of situation. She wouldn't have been able to run off the plug with your house. And that's facts. Especially, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, if it was so many, you know what I mean? It's too many years invested. I'm hoping going forward with her new boo thing, if they do get serious, that she believe in it this time. Because fuck that. This is where a lot of times where I can only speak from my perspective where studs get fucked. Especially when there's children involved. I think we've seen it with the Christy and Damo situation. You know what I'm saying? If you don't start putting parameters in place, you know what I mean, with kids and things like that, you will find yourself really fucked up and on a bad side of the coin. And that's when people start doing shit like First 48, Snapped. And before I have to get to that, have you a paper trail. I don't give a fuck. You feel me? Have a paper trail. Now that's just the only thing that I can say about that. What we gonna have to do now is we about to get into the response. We finna go. I told you we was going into order. This was like the first video where she pretty much brought everything to the internet. Now of course, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna get into the king too as well. So y'all stay tuned. Hold on one second.